The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate
You know what?
talk.
I'm just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio fam, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. A win for you, a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
Welcome to the Monday edition of STIM Radio. With the man behind the mic, nobody loves him, but he loves himself every night when he goes home. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yeah! And you know I do this. You know this, man.
Yeah, we know.
One more night, man. This is it.
This is it. Can you manage to swing this night?
I can do it, man. If
I should have had a lot of women call in and just harass the shit out of you is what I should have done.
That's what you should have done, huh?
We got Clarence here with us.
Clarence Cottonshot. What's going on,
up,
man?
What up, brother? What's going on with you, man?
Man. So, yeah, this is my last night of being nice to the women.
Now, Clarence has no idea what went on here.
Well, I got a little of it
did he?
on
Get
last show. You guys were making bets and
I was here for that.
Up the parameters.
Yes, that's right. You were here for that. Okay, so you know all about that.
Yeah, his deals with God from his penis. Yeah, that's great stuff, right?
I've been good, man, all week though. You know, I've been doing good. So,
but like I said, okay, after you complete this, which I believe you will, what happens? You give that certain amount of time. If what you bargained for doesn't happen, and God says, hey, you know what? You throw up too many little bargains. I want something bigger this time.
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done showing and proving, man. After, there comes a point where you've shown and proved, and there's just a point where you're like, okay, fuck this, man. I shouldn't have to show and prove
no more
anymore.
bargaining with God with your penis?
No more bargaining with God, man.
Ever?
This is it. There may be other things down the road,
right?
But as of this particular thing, no. This is it, man.
So this would be it for the attempt, the Tootsie Toe attempt.
Right, exactly. I've shown and proven, and if you don't get that, if I want this chick by now, then
you know what's going to happen.
What's up?
What's going to happen is that you're going to do this. You're not going to see anything from it. And then some other girl's going to come along, and you're going to well, I like her. You're going to hook up with her, and then Tootsie Toe's going to come around and say, hey, I always wanted to hook up. That's how it works.
Yeah,
that's how it goes, right?
I do, man, because I've seen that pattern a bunch of fucking times. Either that, or you find out somehow that that she always liked you,
and you just didn't do the right advances or whatever it was.
I always wanted, but you didn't approach me in the. Right.
Dude,
I thought you were only kidding. I've heard you.
Oh yeah, I've heard
I thought
that.
you were only. I didn't know you were serious.
Yeah, I only give you my phone number and tell you to block your number and try to make it safe
you were
for you.
Serious, we could have been together, but no, you went with somebody, and then that's making an attitude with you.
Right. Yeah, Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
Hey, you know what I say to that though, Jerkman, right?
Here we go. Here's
My
his train
statement?
thing.
You
Listen
ready
to
for my
his train
statement?
statement. Here we go.
You better get on the train while it's at the station, not when it's 60 cities away. You know what I mean? So, which is a true statement, really, man. I mean, you gotta get stuff while it's available, man.
Maybe she's thinking the same thing.
Well, I'm here. The train's there. Woo woo. I'm like, come on.
But what
get my
did you
ticket.
tell her? I mean, flat out tell her instead of hinting around. You
Actually,
did?
I did. Oh, around Christmas. That's why we started talking again.
Okay, but did you say anything since then? Christmas has been
actually,
6 fucking months ago.
You follow up and
you know what? Actually, I have. I've made mention. Just once in a while, like, and you know that obviously I'm digging you, or that I'm into you, or you know how I feel about you.
But that's not drawing the lines that some women need to hear. Some women need to hear, "I want to be with you."
Well, damn.
I would like to see us be a couple.
Well, I don't want to scare her, man. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to,
But you don't know. I mean, but okay, look at it this way. What the fuck is it going to ruin if she says no?
Well,
nothing.
That's true.
Because you don't have it right now anyhow.
That's true. Well, it could have ruined a chance. I don't know.
Because think of it this way. Now, look, you're going to be constantly talking to this chick,
right?
Not knowing. Now, you go on all this time not knowing, and you could have made that attempt. And if she says no, then why would you want to keep going on with her anyhow?
Well, that's true, right? If somebody's just not interested,
if she's not interested, and if you were only her crybaby ear, why be there?
Well, she doesn't. We don't just crybaby ear.
I'm just saying.
Talk about other things too, man.
But what I'm saying is you really don't want to keep building up your hopes for something that's never going to be.
Something that will never happen.
Right.
Yeah? Well, I got you.
I don't know, but when did you get to that point when you say it's never going to happen? Because I can tell you something. I've seen people get up and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikes, and on that 8th strike, home run, see ya.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, people give up.
Well,
the girl that I always wanted, when I was, I mean, I never got that girl. I'm kind of like,
right,
I never got that girl,
right.
but hey,
yeah.
Boy, on occasion, I would see some freaking lame ass guy get that same pretty girl that I know I should have had. He had nothing going. He had nothing going. Nothing going.
And that's women love scrubs, man. I don't know why, but there's something about these Taco Bell working pieces of shit that they love.
You sure they're all Taco Bell?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they like, man. I don't know what's in it for them, but no, you know what it is though, Clarence, man. I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off.
No,
and we'll see what happens. Now, there may be, you're right. Probably somebody else will come along, and if that's the case, then I'd jump onto that.
You know what I say? An objection is not an objection until you hear it about 5 times.
That's exactly. Yeah, it is true.
I mean, serious. If you hear something over and over about 5 times, you probably got some shit that's real. But if you're on number 1, 2, or 3, I say you got a couple of more shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the first time she said, "Oh, she just wants an internet friend for now," and I'm like, all right, well, I'll play the game. I'll do what I got to do here. And but she's
key words in that was what? For now, right? I mean,
for now.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think? I hear a little hope in that. I don't know.
Yeah. There's some hope. There wouldn't. I wouldn't be around. I wouldn't be hanging around if there was no hope. If there was nothing up here going, come on, man.
You think it's just a playoff? Is you're a standby in case the other one doesn't work?
Maybe.
Because why would you? I mean, you really don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy that she just. You don't want to be the second-hand guy.
I feel like I got the angel and the demon here, man.
Well,
I got Jerkman the demon going.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Well, Jerkman's a bad man.
Yeah, that goes without saying. I mean,
he's a bad man.
He's over here going, well, what if she doesn't want you, huh? What if she thinks you're an ugly motherfucker?
And you know what's so funny about this whole thing is, if you look on the video, he is the only one sitting there. All he hears are 2 other voices off to the side.
I get my evil,
the left and right.
My conscience talking. So you got Clarence telling, yeah, man, but you never know, man. Your 5th strike, you just got to keep at it, and then you got Jerkman. Yeah, but what if she says you're a standby, fucker?
You're done. You're over.
Well, seriously, I mean, would you want to be that? If like this dude that she's been, her ex or whatever, who's kind of playing this game with her. Would you want to be, well, I'm done with him and now I'm going to prove to him, and then she bangs your ass?
Well,
because she's not really wanting you. She's just using you as a revenge tool.
Well, maybe if that's, I mean, I don't know enough about her situation, but you assessed it pretty good, I will say. And we'll see, man. We'll see what we're going to let God drive here, man. That's what we're going to do.
She's wants to use you like that. I got one thing to say to that. Let her do it.
See? Angels and demons, man.
And wait a minute. You said you're going to let God drive?
Yeah, let God
Like
drive.
you got a fucking choice. God at least gave himself sight. Didn't give you any.
Yeah. Look, it's the demon. Fuck
there's a
you,
demon
blind
part again.
motherfucker. That's all right. I got a little demon coming out of me here in a minute. I had some shit I'm going to be talking about.
Oh boy.
But so yeah, man, I'm done. I guess what I'm saying is this is it. I've shown and proven, and now it's up to God to understand that I want this chick, and if he doesn't make it happen, there must be a reason. And hey,
Well, and to be really honest with you, you wander from so far what you've talked in emails. You haven't talked to her. She may have a voice from hell that you don't like, and for you, that's important.
Yeah.
You know, so you could be wishing all this. Now, keep in mind, you could have wished all this. You could have done these bets with God and these deals, and then God gives you what you want, and you find out
like,
that's not what you fucking wanted.
fuck yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh shit.
Well, it's that's life,
you
man.
dial up and okay, here we go.
All right.
We're gonna do a little bit of role playing here.
All right.
Now
I'm me.
You're you, and I'm her. Now
Okay.
you're calling me for the first time because you've only talked to her through emails.
Right.
All right.
Now she shoots me a number in an email. And
I'm
like,
giving you
call
my
me on
number.
Saturday
Now I
or
want you to
something.
call me.
Okay, so I'm calling her. Oh man, damn. Hello. Yeah, that would be.
Wrong number.
I'm like, hi, may I speak with so and so? And then
This is Tootsie Two. Is this Max?
no, actually, it isn't.
I've been waiting to talk to you.
See, Jerkman's thoroughly convinced. Any negative thinking, Jerkman will definitely fucking do. But I give it that, man, because it keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
You need that, man, because people get upset and don't say those things, man. You're breaking down my wall of hope. But you know what, man? Sometimes you need that shit to keep you fucking.
Well, everything's on a positive side, and
Well, it is on the positive side because I tell you, we were talking about it a little bit. Sometimes. You really do have to keep your expectations low of people, places, and things because you know what happens? You'll be let down. And
Right.
you know what? And no one really wants to be, we're bullshitting and we're having a good time with it, but let's
Right.
keep it real. No one really wants to be let down constantly all the time. You know what I mean? So
No.
I think that's what Jerk was saying. Hey, what do you get to the point where you just say enough is enough?
Yeah.
But here's what I know. I think when you go into any situation like that, on the real, keep your expectations right where they should be, and I promise you'll never be let down. But here's when you're let down: is when you start to imagine things that are not going to happen. Keeping it real. So I think that's kind of what Jerkman is on his.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I need Jerkman to keep me grounded.
trying to help keep that fantasy from blowing up too big in your head.
Because
Exactly.
it does tend to do that. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, Clarence, thinking about shit that you like to happen. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man. And I have
Before you know it, man, you've got the perfect love situation all blended up in your brain.
I
And
got a movie in my mind, man. We could just sit and we can play this shit and watch a romance. Shit, fucking 50 Shades of Grey. This is
50 Shades of Black.
Well, I guess it's just in the game, and when you're out there romancing, you know what I mean. You just kind of have to keep your wits about yourself and just know that there is, even though they say there's a rule book, really there ain't when it comes to emotions and feelings. I don't think there is no rule book. You know what I mean?
shit just happens, man.
Shit just happens. Yeah,
It just rolls the way it's gonna roll, man.
Right. You can't help who you.
And we all know
and
sometimes
vice
shit
versa.
rolls downhill.
Oh yeah, shit does roll downhill.
You can't help who you fall in love with and how it's all gonna work out, bro.
Nope.
You just don't know.
And it can't be turned off either. It's not like something where you could say, man, even if she makes you mad, you got to let it fizzle out itself, man.
Did you know here's what I can tell you, even when your best friends, your mother and your brother tell you it's the absolute worst situation you could possibly be in, and you also know it's the worst possible. But let me tell you what,
stick
man,
in there.
when that love bug hits you, man, let me tell you, my God, it's hard to reason, man. It really is.
Oh, dude, I had there was somebody a few years ago. We were supposed to go to a concert, and I bought tickets and everything.
I remember that.
You remember that? Well, actually, that's before I knew you, but I probably told you the story.
You told me about it, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I wasn't there.
And
but.
she didn't drive. She took the bus. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to take the bus up to your place, and then we can go from there. So I don't hear anything. It's getting later and later. I'm like, fuck, we got to be to this concert soon. So then I tried to she didn't have a cell phone, so I just called her home phone and left a message. And a little later, she called me. She must have stopped at a store and used the phone or something. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I'm sick. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm sick. I can't go. And she's like, is there anyone else that can go with you? I'm like, oh man, dude. Yeah. And I was really into her too, man. And it really kind of,
Well, look at that Sophie not that long ago.
Oh, I wasn't in love with her.
No, but you were looking for something, and look at the game she played.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw him right away, though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh.
But she came back around. You give her that chance, and she turned around and pulled bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's why she was out of there.
So, yeah, that's like I said. That's why I kind of keep you a little bit grounded there, just to keep your little your love balloon from flying away too high.
Oh, yeah. No, I appreciate it all, man.
I don't know, man. It sounds like hater shit to me, man.
It is. Motherfucker.
There you go. Angels and demons.
Hater shit to me, man.
Sounds like he just hating, man. The dude is jealous.
You gotta watch this man. He goes out and buys promise rings for people.
Actually,
he's got a box of promise rings. Okay.
Yeah, that was my dumb mistake. You know what though, man? I promise I will not make that mistake again. Not that early.
Well, you were fucking sucked into that one.
Yeah,
I saw it. You didn't. You thought she was being on the up and up. This girl comes to his house, right? They just start kind of fucking going out.
I mean, it's been probably 4 months into us dating.
She comes out to his house. Oh, I don't want to get married. I don't want this. I don't want that. You know, let's keep it cool. I like being together with you. That's it. I was like, wow, you know, that's a, you know. So she takes his supposable necklace to his house. Now he's a blind fucking man. She gets to his fucking house. I think the necklace was already broken.
Right.
And would she call you up the next day or something like that?
Well, yeah, she said I left it there. And
I left it there. So when he picks it up,
it breaks.
Yep.
Yep.
So I think it was already broken. Right. He's not going to know to see that, but when he's picking it up, he's going to feel it. So what does he do? He's like, you know, being a good guy he is, he calls and says, hey, well, look, you know, I'll replace it for you. You know what this bitch says?
What did she say?
She says, no, I don't want that, but buy me a promise ring.
Why don't you buy me a promise ring instead? So my dumb ass, you know, I'm like, okay.
He did.
I got her promise ring.
The ring.
Yeah, I got the ring.
And I was like, that's a fucking setup if I've ever seen one.
And you know what's weird, though, when I had that ring on? It just never felt right. You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't have.
Yeah. It just didn't feel right on me.
And then she went out and bought him one. Well, then
She bought you one?
Yeah, she bought him. Yeah,
she bought me one.
Yeah, she was one of those, you know, he's mine sort of things. And it went later on down the line where we thought there was a little bit of happy action going on in the background when he wasn't around, and she would call him up, and he would call her like she'd asked him to, and she'd be like, yeah, click, you know, that kind of shit. And then she'd be at her friend's house, but couldn't talk because they were trying to find out what song was playing, and she couldn't talk to him. Instead of saying, hey, honey, can you name this song? No, she has to click down while she's drinking with her girlfriend and probably doing other things there.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So he's like he's kind of shifty about it, feeling a little bit shaken. You know, he's just like, you know, it's time to call this quits because she was being nasty and stuff. This bitch takes his fucking ring back and kept the one she gave him.
Yeah. She wanted the ring back. And she had the nerve to say, because I was like, well, I'm letting you keep your ring. And she was like, yeah, but you don't deserve this one.
What?
And I'm like, oh.
Then had her 8-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter?
9-year-old daughter. She came with her 9-year-old daughter to get the ring from me. Basically to break up with me. She brings her daughter.
And had her daughter get the ring.
Great parent, huh?
What the hell's going on in the world anymore, dude? What the hell?
You don't involve your kid in that shit.
That's what I'm saying. If anything made me lose respect, that was it. That was right there. I was like, oh,
she
okay.
got a 9-year-old kid involved in matrimony.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
And the kid liked me, so she gives me a hug.
So now the kid sees him all the time, gets attached to him.
So she likes him.
She likes him. And now the mother's making her go get the fucking ring from him.
Wow.
Yep. And
people like that should be like, that's cruelty, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to use your kid like that, you know?
Nope.
What I mean? Should, you know? I saw it was on the day a lady that had the kid in Walmart. Did you see that? They jumped on each other, and the kid had her 6-year-old son help her beat this lady up in Walmart. They get ready to put her away. Yeah. Get her, and the little 6-year-old kid, where the lady is on the ground, and the 6-year-old boy is absolutely kicking this lady, spitting on this lady in Walmart, and people are filming it the whole time.
Dude, that's...
You know what makes me sick? I think everybody's filming it should fucking go too.
You know what? You know what? Someone said everybody's talking about all this bullshit. Well, why wouldn't anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody filmed it.
I mean, okay, people are filming it. Okay, that's what enables us to be able to see these things that are going on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all right. But when you're not going to take the fucking time and take a couple seconds to film it, that's all you fucking need, and then get off your ass and get the fuck out of here. What the? No, you see a lot of these people like rooting on. Oh, you go.
For a long time.
They cheer him on. Oh, yeah, they'll cheer him on. Like, beat her ass.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Like, what the fuck?
Damn, and she involved her kid.
They arrested her.
Good.
Good. I'm glad.
Child
Good.
endangerment.
Good.
Good. She needed that.
I don't know if it's gonna stand, but they arrested her for child endangerment.
Well, the kid's the one kicking the shit out of everybody.
She's got the lady on the ground beating her, and the kids on the side just kicking the living shit out this lady.
Wow.
But what the hell are you teaching your kid, 6
what I'm
years
saying.
old, to kick somebody that's fucking down? Come
Basically,
on.
it's that mentality. Just kick everybody out of your way. It's all about you. That kind of bullshit.
Now, here's the reality. The lady got started to fight because this lady was in one of those push carts, and she looked pretty healthy. And the lady just said to her out of her mouth, she says, like, hey, why don't you get out of that cart? You probably don't even need it. And the lady just jumped out of the handicapped cart and just pounced on her.
Well, apparently she did.
Yeah, she's very disabled.
She didn't need the cart after all.
So she was that disabled.
Now, I had
wasn't
somebody-
she?
See what I mean? Because here's what I'm saying now. Here's Max over. He's this, and to have someone do that, this lady pounces up off of the scooter.
Well, then,
that
yeah,
didn't
she
need.
more than likely did not need that.
She did not need.
Now, see, I did that. I used it one time. I don't like using those things, but I had to after I had my stroke.
Right.
I looked healthy, but I was having a hard time walking and talking and stuff, so I got on it and used it when I went to Walmart.
I'm sure they're going to jump
But
out
no,
of it and
I
beat the
had
shit out of
but I
anybody.
had somebody say to me, why don't you get your ass out of that? You're a young fucking man. You shouldn't be. And my mom's like, hey, my son just had a stroke a month ago. And then they're like, oh.
See, but that's it, dumb motherfucker.
But you're right. I didn't jump out.
Yeah, if you jumped out and started beating the shit out of somebody, that'd be a different story.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I said that because sticking to the subject, we were talking about expectations, even though we were talking about
we're
some
going
of
there.
the romantic kind of a deal, but we were just, talking a little bit, about, hey, what you could expect from women and things and people.
People
and it's
anymore,
just,
yeah.
It's just, you better keep them real low. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, you always got to
better
think the
keep it
worst.
low.
Always think the worst. Anyway, we'll be right back, and I got some stories to tell you guys.
We're not going to let you.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like.
Sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution. More income and less confusion. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Who you gonna talk to get the info? And get money. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. We got what you need. Or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show with the man behind the mic just loves cheese. So if you can, please send him to cheeseman at boldmanbehindthemic.com. Here's Maxwell.
Yes. Give me some cheese. Oh, yeah. Some nice yeast infection pizza. All right. This shit pissed me the fuck off, and I've been mad about it all day, so I'm going to talk about this
Oh, we
now.
can't right now. Hang on. Oh, we got to go. We got a breaking news thing coming through right now. Oh, yeah? Yemen just got bombed.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Yeah. Didn't you hear that?
No.
Yeah, we'll have to talk after his thing here.
Yeah,
But
man. Who
You
the
didn't
fuck
hear
was-
about what happened?
No.
Oh, I got to tell you guys this one. This is a big thing that they hid from everybody. They actually bombed Yemen with a nuclear bomb.
Oh,
Who's
fuck.
they?
Who's they? Yeah, who's they?
The Israel.
Oh, wow.
Israel
damn.
bombed inside of Yemen with a neutron nuke bomb. and nobody's covered it. You can actually go see it on YouTube where they covered it, where they actually said that they did this. You can see the mushroom cloud and everything, but they've kept it all hush hush because they're getting ready for World War III. They hit him with a neutron nuke bomb.
God damn. They're fucking wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Oh boy.
So all right, here's what happened. This is what pissed me the fuck off. So I had a meeting.
What's bothering you?
I had a meeting with an activities director today at a facility. Now, just kind of give you a nature. I won't say what I do, but the nature of my job, I do outreach for this program. So I go to a lot of assisted living facilities, in-home care places, schools, and just basically promote awareness about our program. And so I set up, meetings with activities directors and different people, or sometimes I'll do presentations. So it wasn't like I called this person. This person actually called me, and she wanted me to come out to their facility because she thought that a few of their patients could use what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, fine. And I set it up with her and everything. So then I even called her Friday. I like to call and confirm a day ahead, and I did. And she said, oh, yeah, we're still going. And I'm like, okay, great. I'll see you Monday. And so here it was. I go out there today. Now, there are sometimes when I call them, and, sometimes they'll appease me and say, okay, yeah, come on out on this particular day. I had one person one time have me come in on her day off. And actually, I kind of threw my weight around a little bit, and they actually made her come in. So, but this one wasn't the case. So here it goes. I go out there. I walk in, and I said, I'm here for so-and-so. And the one guy's like, I don't know where she is. I don't even know if she's going to be in today. I was like, well, are you serious? I got a meeting with her. So he's like, well, I just texted her, and he's like, I'm trying to see what's going on, and I haven't heard back. And I'm like, oh, wow. So, there was a few staff. Nobody knew where the fuck she was. So finally, this one guy, I'm sitting out there, and I'm waiting. Finally, it's 11 o'clock. This is the appointment time. And this one guy finally comes out, and he says, hey, he goes, I just found out that she had a medical emergency and had to take her spouse to the hospital. And I'm like, okay, so could you at least, here's the thing, okay? I understand a medical emergency, but my problem is this. How fucking dare you not tell your work, number one, and your prior, why do your prior commitments? I mean, I understand you stress out and go, shit, it's a medical emergency. But the first thing I think about when some shit like that happens is, hey, wait a minute. I have prior commitments. I better let them all know. So I'm calling people and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on, and I can't do this today. But meanwhile, nobody knows shit. But it's that typical fucking unprofessional bullshit. And it's accepted, like you and I were talking about earlier, man. Where it's okay, and then they get indignant. I don't even know if I'll get an apology from this woman.
You won't.
I'm probably not going to because, hey, it was just expected. Never mind that I came out there and she's wasting our money, for me to, because I get reimbursed every time I travel, which, okay, I was on the clock. I'm getting paid, so it's not too bad.
And you're really expecting an apology, honestly?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's what I would do. But I don't think this person would give,
Wouldn't you have to have some kind of class or conscience to do that?
You're right. Oh, shit, you're right. God damn it. See, but that's it. There's no common fucking courtesy anymore.
And there goes that word again.
Yeah. I know.
Expecting.
Expectations again. So, I'm here thinking, oh, well, that's what I would do. And really, she probably just didn't give a shit. And, it's like, wow, man, that's just way unprofessional.
People, common courtesy, man. Common courtesy just, I don't know. It's been dead a long time ago, man. I mean, if you think about it,
yeah.
I mean, when the last time you really did you know of someone that was just, no matter how you met them and in situations after another, that they were always very courteous. Today my wife still asks me this, Clarence, why do you still say yes, sir? Why do you say no, ma'am? And she says, you know what? And you'll say that to people who are younger than you. I get that from my wife all the time.
You know what? I do,
She
too.
doesn't get it. She don't get it.
I just out of respect, man.
She don't get it.
I was raised with respect, so that's what I do, man. And so I kind of feel like, and a lot of people think that I'm being a little harsh. Oh, she had a medical emergency. And I'm thinking, hey, it better have motherfucking been a life-threatening medical emergency. For her to just blow off appointments, to her just not to come into work. None of her coworkers know where she is. Hey, they should have fired her ass. That's what I think. Fuck it. You're going to blow people off, and you're not going to, let anybody know anything.
No call, no show.
No call, no show.
That's
no
automatic termination in the world I live in.
That's what I'm saying.
Automatic.
Not no more. That's raise time now.
You're right. It is.
Hello, boy.
It's like, hey, you're a great employee. You never show up.
Time to get a raise.
Hey, you
want to be CEO?
You treat your job like it's your right. Ha, you do your CEO material. Yeah, you're right. Well, you know what I did is I left a packet with the guy up front, and I said, you know what? Give this to her. I said, if she has any questions, she can contact me. So basically, I left it at that, and now we'll see what happens. If anything. But I had another situation which was totally an opposite expectation. So you know how I have my little arguments on Facebook sometimes with people. So
sometimes,
yeah,
I think you look forward to them.
Well, here's the thing: I didn't go into it with looking for an argument. A guy who actually was on the show years ago, he put up something and he said, "Yeah, man, I love the fact I don't have kids because I got money in my pocket and I can enjoy myself and live my life and all kinds of stuff." So I write on his thing, I comment on it, and I'm like, yeah, man, right on. I know what you're saying. I actually had the special surgery, so I don't have that problem. And I was like, that's what it's about, man. Enjoy your life. Don't let people guilt you into doing something you don't want to do. So I guess people were commenting. Well, one woman writes on there, selfish. And I thought she was talking to him. And apparently, I found out later she was talking to me. But when she wrote that, you know how you can reply to people's comments now? Mm-hmm. I said, why are you calling him selfish? I don't understand this. This is where the argument part started. I said, why are you calling him selfish? I was like, maybe he doesn't want to bring a kid up in this kind of environment. How is that selfish? So then another lady jumped into it. And now this lady I'm really going back and forth with. And it turns out, because actually when her and I are, and thank God I wasn't mean to her, like really nasty, like calling her names or anything, because the dude sent me an inbox message. And he's like, hey, man, that's my mom. Sometimes she's tripping. And I'm like, oh, I said, well, hopefully she'll respect your decision at some point if you decide you don't ever want to have kids. Wow. So anyway, her and I are going back and forth, and she's like, I don't need to be insulted. And she was talking about grandchildren, and I would like to have some grandchildren. I was like, really? It sounds like you're the selfish one here, not me. You think about it. You want somebody to have kids for your fucking benefit, So anyway, we're going back.
Well, a lot of people do that. That's not uncommon.
Yeah, but the fact you want somebody, I want you to have kids so you can.
You know how many fucking mothers out there want their kids? I want to be grandmommy. I want to be a grandbaby.
That's selfish.
I want a grandbaby. I think that's, and sometimes the kids aren't ready. Their bottom line not ready.
And that's I think that's selfish on their end.
He said, Max says it's selfish, but I can tell you what. See, I think it's has a lot to do with what my thinking is with that. We've strayed so far away from the norm, and it's okay. I mean, if that's what people want to do, but I can tell you, the norm was at one time in life was to, you go to school, you educate yourself, you get married, you have some children, your
nice
children
house,
have children, you got the house, you got the
cars, retirement, yeah.
Yes, you know what? There's a lot of people in the world that still are living, that still remember that those were the things that are important. Right. Now comes this generation, I think 60s, right in there, we started thinking the free love. And then we did become a little selfish. The I, me generations, you've heard it. Right. And, so, people are leaving a lot of grandmothers, a lot of people that want to be grandmothers are not grandmothers.
Well, here's a product. I mean, the way United States stands today is a product of what we've seen developing over the years and walking away from the family lives and everything else. This is what you get when you do that kind of shit.
But, Max, I do understand what you're saying in the way that it is selfish, and we should not want to put that burden on anyone that doesn't want to do it. But I truly really believe that as a society, and and here's my thing is this: God has given us a lot of great things, but the one thing that He's given us that is, it's just at the top of the chain, and that is our ability to give life to someone else. I mean, it really is. When it sounds real warm and fuzzy and butterflies, but it's just the truth.
You know what though? If you
go ahead,
like in my case, I don't feel that I will be able to give a kid the life that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think I'd be a very good parent. So knowing this going in, I'm like, okay, it wouldn't be fair for me to bring a kid into the world. So that's why I've avoided having kids. That's why I don't have kids. That's why I went.
Well, I mean, those kids should probably really thank you someday.
Yeah.
I'm going to say to that, hey, I respect that because that's the way you feel, and I do respect that. But I got to tell you, man, as I looked through life, man, and I knew people that were blind. I think Reggie was one of my friends. We grew up together. And let me tell you something, man. They have children, man. I mean, and children love their fathers, and you know, I mean.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know. I don't see. You know what? I expect that, but I just don't know if I can.
I mean, for me,
that.
and I understand it's not because see, a lot of people think that the blindness thing. You know, it's your blindness. That's why you don't want to have kids.
That's what I'm thinking.
No. I as a person.
No, he'd be a shitty dad.
Yeah, look at me.
I mean, he's a piece of crap.
You just
really.
a shit dad.
Look at me, man. I sit here. I pick my nose. I use profanity.
Farts.
I fart. You know,
He would do this around his kids too.
You know why he does that now? Because he
doesn't have kids. Yeah, exactly. Kids. Yeah, he enjoys it too damn much.
He likes it too much.
And I did. Well, but you know what? Here's the end of the story, though. This is we're getting up to the end. All right, so this woman and I were going back and forth and whatever. Finally, she inboxes me, and she's like, "I think we need to talk on the phone." So I said, "Okay, here's my phone number. Call me." So she calls me, and dude, we had like
she hits on you, didn't she?
We had a.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
We had like a 3-hour conversation.
Now, you know why? Now listen to what you did. You don't see a fucking setup coming from a fucking 4-mile away radius. She just told you, you said, I don't want for you, babies. I don't want baby. Now you sprung that thing in the women's head that's like, he don't want it. I want to make him want it.
Well, good luck because I can't.
Yeah, but does she know that?
Yeah, I did.
You told her?
I remember I mentioned it on the thing. I said I haven't had the surgery where I don't.
But you know what? There's women out there that have been fixed and they told they can never have kids, and they'll still tell you as you're sleeping with them, well, there's always that possibility.
Yeah,
they always think in their head that there's that possibility.
Well, let them think it. But we were talking, and then she even said to me, she's like, being selfish isn't a bad thing. You shouldn't see it like it's bad, and and all this and that. She was like, I didn't mean it negatively, and
that's one less kid that fucking Bill Gates has got to try to immunize to kill off.
That's what I'm saying, and one less kid they got to teach Common Core to, and, all kinds of other shit, or give drugs to, or whatever. So. Anyway, yeah, that was my experience. But talk about expectations, man. I didn't expect it to turn out like that. I thought it was just gonna be a nasty.
So what are you gonna do with this? Was you digging the conversation? Was you liking it?
Yeah, it was good.
Where's she live? Around here?
Yeah, here.
Oh.
And
no.
We were texting.
I can see what's coming.
I can see what's on its way too.
I can see this. Yeah.
You guys are gonna be texting more and talking more, and before you know it, you're gonna say.
Lip lock.
Yeah. You're gonna lip lock, and then you're gonna be like Tootsie Toes. Who?
Maybe. So that train is starting to pick up speed, Jerkman.
So she may be getting too far of the track for
But
it?
you know what? I don't know if this woman is somebody that like I'm in love with. This is just somebody.
I didn't say you don't go out with the first fucking girl and say just because you're dating her like I love her instantly.
Right. But I know what you're saying though. It's
there must have been something there if you're talking 3 frickin' hours.
Right. It's
3 hours.
Yeah.
Actually, it was probably
3
more
hours.
like. Well, let's see. We were on the phone till 3, but I think we start. It might have been 2 hours because it was like 1 o'clock, I think. So it may have been 2 hours, But yeah, man, that was.
But see, look at that. You were so enamored, you lost track of time.
I did.
See, you think it's 3, 2, it doesn't matter.
Well, plus I was.
You were just happy to talk to her.
Plus I was drinking.
How old is she? Did she say?
She wouldn't tell me.
Oh.
But she
may be a MILF.
So yeah, I'm sure she is because she has. She sounds.
Sure she is.
She. I would guess if I were to guess her age, I would guess probably in her 50s.
Okay.
But
you're a young stud to her.
Yeah, because her son is in his 20s, late 20s.
She could be 40s.
Could be 40s.
Could be late 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true because
40s.
Ocelot's son is like 20 something, isn't he? So
25.
That's right. So he's mid 20s. So
she could be late 40, mid 40, late 40s, somewhere around there.
That's true. Well, because I asked her, I was like, "Well, how old are you?" She was like, "I'm not telling you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
But the conversation sounds like she may have been more than 40. You wanting grandkids and things like that,
right? Yeah, that's kind of a tip off.
Ain't that a little tip off right there? She might be an old buck. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Well, but she sounds young. Damn, it's like wow.
Well, I want to, because we talk about every time that we leave that I'm always negative. I want to give you something good before we go to this commercial.
Oh boy, here we go.
So what I want to do is I want to tell you this is how I see this lining up for you. Okay. You talk to this girl. First, it was a debate. You get on the phone with her. You guys are having great conversation. So you're going in the right direction to maybe hook up with her.
Right. And we're texting.
I think from here, what's going to happen is you guys are going to text a little bit more. You're going to start talking some more, and eventually you're going to say, "Hey, why don't you come over to my house? You have some dinner and stuff." Now she's going to come over to your house, and you're really going to be into her. and everything's going to go great that night, you know. But she's not going to want to make out on the first night because she's a lady. She doesn't want to do that.
Okay, and I respect that.
So, and then she wants to know you a little bit better. So now, you know, she invites you to her house. Now you go over to her house. You know, you have a great night again. She cooks you a great dinner. She sets the lights a little bit low, only for her, not you, because you can't see the fucking things.
Right.
You know, sets the music up and everything. You guys are making out, a little bit of wine. You go back to the bedroom. You are in the middle of finally making this mad, passionate love you've wanted to make for so long now since, you know, and her husband comes home.
Holy shit. Nope, she didn't have a husband, as far as she says. As far as she says. Talk about negative. We'll be right back.
The shit that hurts me. The shit that hurts me. The shit that hurts me. The shit that hurts me.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home Or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, thinks that you're fun. My tongue's replacing a gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of we are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show with the man behind the mic. Always takes selfies that everybody's so sick of seeing. Maxwell Silverhammer.
So, okay, now Jerkman's over here fucking with me with that
selfie stick.
See, I feel something touch my nose. And I thought it was Clarence at first. I'm like,
well, Clarence is like, man, I ain't touching your fucking nose.
Jerkman's a bad.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, well, maybe it was an accident. Then I feel it again. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I noticed it kind of smelled like cigarettes. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? And then Jerkman starts laughing.
It smells like rubber, actually, to me, but
no, I can smell cigarettes on it because you touched it. I think the smell of smoke.
Yeah, I just had a cigarette.
Just had a cigarette, so it's on you. So, anyway, man. So, Clarence.
Yes, sir.
In 3 days, what's going on?
Hey, listen, thanks for letting me come on and let everyone know that the Block Report is going to be giving you its inaugural show, and it's going to be a good one. It really, really is. I got lots of people that are going to be standing by. I got people coming in the studio. It's the Block Report. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and we're just going to talk about issues of the world, but I'm really going to concentrate, Max, on, issues that affect, African Americans. But,
okay.
I'm finding out a lot of those, issues also affect, the world as
affect everybody.
Yeah, it affects everybody.
You
So,
know.
I'm pretty proud to do that. The first thing I'm going to talk about is we're going to talk about illegitimacy. It's a scourge. It's kind of like killing us. The numbers are high, and they really are high. And I'm really passionate about it. So I'm just glad that I'm on All Talk Radio and I'm going to have an opportunity to talk about that, man.
And that's Thursday the 18th at 6 p.m. here on alltalkradio.net, right?
Thank you, sir. That is
And I got something to add to that.
Sure.
Okay.
We actually have Clarence going to be the first one running the pro on this, though.
Oh,
he's not doing. He's not doing the regular. He's going to be doing running pro. So we're actually going to have footage. We're going to be able to put it, film footage, and sliding of cameras, all kinds of fun stuff.
So you'll have like scenes that actually go into it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was talking to the owner of this All Talk Radio, and he made an offer that I couldn't refuse, and it's really
made you an offer your camera refused.
It's a good look. I mean, it really is a good look, and I'm from the old school. If you can't go pro, don't go.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have to sell. He just
kind of showed it.
He didn't really have to sell it. You know what I mean? It looked good. I like the way it looks, and it's going to be downloaded that way because I really believe that. Sometimes if you're lacking content, which I don't think the Block Report will, it's always good to have the good look.
Yeah. Oh, which, by the way, I need to ask you this in advance. In case I show up and the door is closed, I like to listen to the show. Would it be all right if I just walked in? I don't have to get on the air, but I just want to listen. Can I sit in here and listen?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I said I owed you one. Now I owe you two because you allowed me to get. So here I'm going to let you come in, and I'm going to let you talk.
Oh,
so
you're going to let me? You don't have to.
No,
people get to listen to me all the time, man. I could just sit here and listen. I just want to listen, man. It's your show.
Well, we're going to be talking about black people shit, so it could be a little violent up in here.
All right, it's all right. I'm used to it.
I got some heavy hitters coming up in. You know what I'm saying? We get real passionate about our stuff,
especially
when we're talking about when we're talking about the low shit, you know what I mean?
That's why I want to listen. I just want to listen and be a spectator. That's all I want to do, man.
Well, you
don't have to put me on. I just want to stand in here and listen, if that's
Max,
all right.
You're more than welcome, and I got to tell you something. If you have something that you want to say, hey, just say, Clarence, I got something I want to say. And you know what? You're going to get an opportunity to say it, my friend.
All right.
You're going to get an opportunity to
appreciate it.
Because I appreciate your input. I've learned so much dealing with you from the first time I walked in All Talk Radio and I met you, and I thought to myself, what a character. I fucking love this guy. As a matter of fact, everybody that was with me, all we could talk about was you all night. God damn, man. We were thinking about doing a radio station. I kept saying, if we don't get a guy like him, we're dead. We're DOA. We're DOA. We need characters. So,
I'm definitely a character, especially, but hey. Except when Jerkman's around, he kind of strips my character a little bit.
I don't do nothing, man. I get sick of being blamed for every fucking thing.
He derails my shit.
I don't do shit to you.
You see me tap.
I'm the one that's always getting fucking harassed and shit.
Did everybody just see him tapping me? Yeah,
yes.
that shit. This time he's going for my stomach.
I would go lower down, but it's been a while. You may get too excited.
I might nut all over that thing, man. And it'll be more than a selfie stick. Well, it will be a selfie stick. Something to get you off with. So, man, all right. So you were talking about the Yemen thing, man, and I kind of cut you off because, I was like, I got to tell my fucking story, man. I got to tell my goddamn story. Okay, here's my feeling. My feeling is very simple about the whole thing. What the fuck are we doing over there? I mean, I know what the fuck we're doing over there, but I just want to hear it from y'all.
There's only so much oil in the ground, and apparently, I just know this, man. Wherever there's oil, America's children are dying. It just always has been that way, and I just really believe that anywhere that stuff travels, anywhere you get it out of the ground, I mean, and people are just die for it. I mean, they're dying for it, and I got to tell you, I really believe that the Middle East would be a fucking afterthought if there was no oil under that dirt.
No question. No, we wouldn't even be bothered with
that shit.
It'd be third world. We'd look at them as peasants.
Right.
And,
Okay, here. You want to listen to this? We'll listen to the soundbite right here, right now.
Okay, let's hear a soundbite.
We actually have a full video, but we can't hook that up right now. We'll be able to hear the soundbite at least. So.
Okay, play it. Let's hear what it says.
Here we go.
That's a great soundbite, man.
Hey, I'm waiting. They're supposed to...
I thought that was in the video.
That's what I thought. Wow, there's actually no sound here. What the hell's going on?
Oh, somebody
probably... There was no sound on that. Oh, Jesus.
What did it do?
Oh, I got to find another one here. Let's see. Saudi Arabia attacks nuclear strike. Let's try this one here. Maybe they'll actually talk.
Is it a viri, man? Is it something?
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Wow, that, let me get something that's... Let's get another one.
Is this the after?
Yeah, that's... Here it
After
goes.
Effects.
Listen to this. It hasn't even set off yet.
Okay. Just a regular day.
Yep. Whoa, there it goes. Huge freaking mushroom cloud.
Wish you could hear it. Oh, fuck.
Did that really happen?
That's yeah,
that really happened.
Yeah, it's showing you right here. Check this. Wait, I'll show you.
Whoa.
Let's go back and show you.
Yeah.
Now,
Back
watch.
that up. Here we go.
You can hear the wind blowing and stuff.
Right.
Now there's the first set off. Now watch this. Now the neutron pump part kicks in. There's your mushroom cloud. Look at that.
And let's hear the bang. God.
There's the after effect of the neutron bomb.
Jeez. Is that? Oh, have we just entered the nuclear?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And that was Israel doing shit like that.
No, that was, they said Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia did that?
Look at that son of a bitch.
Look at that mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers. So they do have, is that weapons of mass destruction, man?
Oh, look at that. Look at that bitch. I mean, look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. That's a fucking mushroom cloud right there.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
And listen to that son of a bitch still rumbling.
Yeah. Oh, no, this shit is... Imagine being there. You'd be deaf.
That's just, yeah, we're coming to a time in history that's going to be bad, I believe.
It's scary.
Yeah, it is.
That's some... Wow.
It's scary.
And they're using nukes again. You know,
Scary.
it's... Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Wow.
Damn. That was
sobering.
Because well, you don't really get to experience that kind of thing. So when you do see it, you're like, holy fuck, this does happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't seem real.
You know, and I think we're kidding ourselves to even believe that someone in their stupidity wouldn't push that button.
Wouldn't push the button.
Yeah, someone, some country, some man, some group.
Somebody obviously did over there.
Because it's not going to hit them. Not going to affect them. Out of greed, they will.
Yeah, they'll do it. Yeah, they'll do it. I mean, that's a clear example. I mean, that they will do it.
Yeah.
No question about
Well,
it.
that's nuclear. So now
that's a nuclear. That's a neutron nuke. So that they're not as big as a regular nuke.
Right.
But
That's still
what they do,
radiation,
well,
right?
what it is it's not effective like the one they dropped in Hiroshima,
hydrogen.
the hydrogen bombs. A neutron bomb, actually, the particles will shoot out. And they neutralize the area so that it's a faster growing cancer for people. It's more effective, and it doesn't have to be as big of an explosion.
Now that the earlier clip that you played where it was just people talking and whatever.
Yeah.
That was that after the thing went off?
Yeah, that was.
I'm surprised those people are even talking.
Well, the whole thing is like I said, you've seen the shockwave that came through afterwards with the sound.
Right.
But these are not as big. The neutron actually, the wave is what carries the cancer-causing material and stuff with it, which is a very reactive cancer-causing material. These people they said within a year, most of them end up with just a bad cancer and dying in tumors everywhere.
Right.
Fuck.
They're more effective. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is man. See, and this is it's like, all we're doing is putting our fucking military in danger, but they don't give a fuck. It's all about money, I guess.
Well, the world's a dangerous place, guys. The world is a real dangerous place right now. And I just share this with you because, I hear people all the time say, I'm going to go to Europe and we're going to travel here this year. I got to tell you, man, I don't feel comfortable going outside of the continent of the USA anymore. I really don't.
You're
bro.
right.
There's times I don't feel comfortable going outside my fucking house.
Right, right. No, you know what? There was a time, you're right, where it was like kind of a cool thing. I mean, I've never been out of the country either. Yeah, well, actually, no, I've been to Mexico, but
shit don't count, man.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying?
Mexico, I'm just kidding.
That's well, hey, there is immigration, so you got to fuck with immigration. but no, the idea, the prospect of going to another country seemed interesting at the time. Like, oh, that'd be cool. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm cool here, man. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, you may want to move out of the country if they have what's going on. People are saying what's going to happen truly does happen.
Well, yeah.
Here's what I can tell you. You don't want to fuck with this country.
But
let me tell you something, man. You know what? That little shit that they're doing there, and and everybody's. I can assure you that this country has weapons of mass destruction that will just blow your mind. If we ever decided to pull the point of the button, we'll blow up this whole freaking planet.
That's what I'm saying. The whole fucking world will blow up.
Yeah, the whole world blow up.
But I guess what I'm saying is the prospect of, people think traveling it's nice, romantic, whatever. And it's like, fuck that. Now I'm good, man. I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah.
I don't want to get kidnapped or blown up or whatever the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what do you think about all this Jade Helm shit going on now? Today's the day it starts.
Yeah, I thought it was July.
Well, they moved it. It's actually
they moved it
yeah,
now?
it's
Now,
June
what is that?
15th. Jade Helm. You didn't know about this?
No.
Yeah, they're sending down all the military and stuff like that are down here in the areas, and they're going to be taking people from their homes. Anybody that's a dissident, stuff like that. This is what's been reported that's going on. They're going to start setting up for martial law. They're going to start,
Well, for people who are not citizens of the United States.
No. For people who are citizens that
doing
are
it to
following the line.
citizens that do not believe what they say or talk about or against what they're doing. This is what's been reported. That this is what's going.
I mean, they
our government.
The military.
The military is training against our own people. They said there's going to be an uprising. There's going to be a civil war, and they want to stop it. They if you look at they put out a military map. They said Texas is hostile. The bottom part of California is hostile. Utah is hostile. Nevada's been marked as passive.
And that's in our attitudes toward government.
Yeah.
Toward government.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're somebody, who's you're not in with the whole government plan. You're, what I'm saying, like you make a lot of noise, like us, because we do this radio show, shit like that. I don't know if they're necessarily. I mean, I will definitely keep an open eye, but at the same time, I don't know if they give that much of a shit about me.
People are saying something's going to happen, whether it's our government going to try to take us out, or whether it's they know something that someone's going to come over and start attacking, so they're setting up in those areas, getting ready for it. Something major is going to happen, is what everybody's saying.
I'm not I'm not a government guy. I'm not a for government pro guy. I'm not an anti-government guy.
Right.
I probably get, in my mind, I think I probably got a good idea where government should fit and truly what government's job really
should be.
is.
Yeah, it is necessary.
Right. Yeah, and because it
just needs to be overhauled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We hate government until one day
we
someone
need
gets
it.
killed by
Right.
some poison shit that we were allowed to put on the market because we didn't have no FDA. We hate see everyone does that, but there's a fine line. And I've never been one to get into these big government stories because I got a friend and some friends who really believe that the government's going to come, and if we don't get these guns
Right.
I'm just not that far gone with that. But hey, do I believe that the government, in a lot of cases with this information, has overstepped its bounds, has overstepped its reach? Yeah, of course I think that they have. I don't know. I've always felt this way. I don't got shit to hide. The government could go right up my ass, and they're not going to find anything on me. They're just not. I don't care.
Right.
See, I tell my wife all the time, I don't get what people do. I don't have anything to hide. Put the camera on my house.
Well, see, but that's the biggest thing is that people are saying the government's not supposed to be doing that.
Oh, no, they're not.
The government's supposed to be working for us,
Right.
but it seems in turn we need to be bowing down and afraid of them when it's us that are putting them in office.
Yeah,
it's
we're
us
the
that
ones who employ them.
we're electing them to protect us, not to us to be afraid of them.
Well, what about this Patriot Act thing that
Well, that's what we're
expired?
talking about.
what it
The
is.
with the
Expired.
NSA and the FBI and all that stuff. Yeah.
You know, when you got human beings, did they cross some lines? Yeah, they did. But man, I gotta tell you, when they brought them two buildings down, when people talk about George, but let me tell you what I loved about that president. When they got really paranoid, and they went over the top. And let me tell you what, for that kind of destruction, over the top was just fine with me. I mean, it really was. Now, do we need it today? Maybe not as much. But here's what I know. Those people over there, as soon as we take our foot off of the gas when it comes to securing this country and start allowing these things to happen, you watch and see more buildings will come down.
But
more buildings will come down.
They've already opened the borders. You know what I'm saying? They're allowing.
Well, and they say, there's where the controversy comes in, because they say back in 9/11 too that those two the two trade centers did come down to towers,
Right.
but there was a third building that came down that nobody even hit, and they said it sounded like implosions that they had set off. And then there's other people saying there's no way that both of those buildings should have went down the exact same way. It looked like it was an inside job of it imploding within itself to drop straight down. They said one of those buildings, where the way they burnt and were hit, should have kind of slid off to the side and just fell and collapsed, and it should have been a piece. But the fact that they totally imploded in upon themselves looked like an inside job.
I don't know if here. I know that I heard that there was a third building that was it was a little smaller building. Too.
Yeah.
But by my standards, it's a big building because I'm
sure.
from Little Town.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was 42 towers, I guess, something like
Right,
that. 42.
I remember that,
42
but how it went
floors.
down. I mean, I didn't have any idea. I just assumed because it's around. all
There's
this
a lot of
stuff.
different theories in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously that, our government was behind that. You know what I'm saying? Or
and then some of them said that Saudi Arabia was actually the ones that did it, but Bush was too close to the Saudis, so they don't want to go after them at all, that they were part of planning it.
And my theory has always been, and I'm open to both theories, but the big one, that I always bring up, is, hey, you bully a kid long enough, they're going to punch you. You know, so
well, even if it was okay, supposing you're saying this, but if it was, you know, the Iran or whatever they said it was, Iraq or whatever, that it had helped do this, you know, it still doesn't matter because most of those people in that building, both those buildings were innocent people. It wasn't like they, you know, okay, you're saying, well, tit for tat, you know, if the government went after them, the White House wasn't hit. I mean, the Pentagon was.
Pentagon was hit.
But they're saying, even looking at the Pentagon, they took pictures and said it was supposed to be a 747 that went to that. There was only a tiny pinhole on the side. How does a 747 with no wreckage end up making a hole like that? That's not even that big.
You know, I don't have all the answers to any of that kind of, you know, like technical stuff. It was what happened. All I can know is I can start there was buildings go down. I seen people dying. You know, and I see that, and I probably didn't really get into the, you know, ramifications of what happened and, you know, what being fell here.
I think everybody was shocked.
You know, it was just, we were all just too shocked, and we really didn't really think about it. But, you know, here's what I can tell you. I know they were motivated, and it was carried out by some bad people. And you know what?
No matter who it was.
Regardless of
who did we get them, I don't know. They say we did. I don't know if we did or not.
Yeah. Well, and
you got
don't
somebody.
know. So, you know, when we do, there's part of me that's like, well, you know, they're shit, that could have been our government, you know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, I'm like, well, but then again, our government does fuck with a lot of people that they have no business fucking with. And, you know, people, you get pissed off. I mean, yes, innocent people got killed, but dude, that's the rules of revolution, unfortunately. You know, people do, you know, unfortunately, there's not a book.
I just don't understand why this world couldn't be a better world to where, you know, money and prosperity came from love and instead of hate.
I
mean, because really that's where it all comes from. I mean, if you look at everything that's the way it's been set up now, everything pretty much comes from hate. I mean, it's the money's made from that anymore, and it's a shame. I mean, even products. I know, Clarence, you've got to be aware of this one. When we were younger, even me. You know, when they build something, it was American made. It built. It was it lasted. You know, you would get yourself a Wi-Fi, or not a Wi-Fi, but a hi-fi system is what they called them at the time. Stereo. Those things would last 20 freaking years.
Zenith.
Zenith. Sylvania.
Motorola.
Yeah. And that stuff would last. You know, nowadays they put products out actually knowing that the material they're using is going to break down within a year. So you have to go out and buy it again. They know this.
The last great television was Curtis Mathis. Remember that?
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Curtis Mathis.
Well,
and a lot of it
great television.
And it's greed. It's greed.
Yeah.
It's a greed thing a lot of times. They're having it cheaply made because they're outsourcing.
Well, but they know. They literally tell you they plan on the breakdown of these materials to last only this amount of time.
Oh yeah.
And they want them because before a company was known by its trust and durability and how long it would last, and you have something good.
Right.
Now a company is known by how soon can you bring out the newest fucking thing in 6 months because
absolutely.
You know.
And it's cheaply made. A lot of stuff is cheaply made.
You know, when NAFTA came along, you know, and allowed, you know, workers in foreign countries who really work for freaking peanuts, you know, they don't have to have they don't have the standard of living that we have in America.
Right.
And so, you know, those people can go in those factories. They have children working in these factories and making iPhones. I mean, you hear the stories. I mean, how do we compete with that when the quality of life for us is higher? So what we do is we turn our backs on our workers, and we simply went out and bought their products. When we should have said, wait, when this was happening, America should have saw it happening. We should have stood up and go, wait a minute, we are never going to be able to compete with a wage of $1 a day.
And we don't want to support that. We're a free country. We don't believe in that kind of shit.
We don't believe in that kind of shit, but the corporations did.
Because it's for them. It's about them, the bottom line.
Well, because think about it. Before, they actually had to put out a product that the United States people gave a shit about, Americans cared about.
Right.
You know, now they could go out, they could get something cheaply made, you know, not spend as much money to do it, have these children and these sweatshops or whatever making this stuff, you know, import it in, you know, and if we didn't like it or give a shit, it didn't matter because it was going to break down. We're still going to spend our cash. We had no choice. There was nothing left to buy.
Well, and two, we've been taught to settle. Like I always say, everybody, you know, they'll take a shittier product and, you know, we're not going to go, hey, fuck this. We're not going to buy your shit. Well, you know, what happened to the days of boycotting shit?
Well, you see China right now. They're building off their own coast there. They're building them huge runways and stuff for military action. We supported that.
Here's what I think. I really believe that when you take your business and you put it before the country you live in, you got a problem.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking right.
You got a fucking problem. Let me tell you something. That's exactly what has happened here. We can look at all ways to fix these inequities and pay and these inequities and here. But the day that we decided that it was more important to make money than to worry about the well-being of this great nation, that's exactly what fucked this country.
But
and
you
it
know
still
what?
is to this day.
But as consumers, we're allowing it to happen too, though. Because we're like, we'll take your shit.
But as consumers, we didn't have much of a choice. I mean, there was nothing left to buy. You either buy that or you buy nothing.
And you know what the saddest part about that is, guys? You agree with me on this. The government itself could not, in its heart, pass a minimum wage, move the wages up. States, municipalities, and companies now are saying fuck the government, and they're going behind the government's back and raising income, double them to $15 an hour. What about the one guy that took $1.5 million cut in pay because he understood one thing: if I've got employee satisfaction, I'm probably going to make a lot of money in my business.
Yeah, see, but a lot of people don't use that model.
They don't use the model no more.
They don't keep it's not about keeping a customer; it's about fucking them right there.
They got him off the television. They got that off the news thing so quick. Let me tell you what, they took that out of the news cycle so quick because they did not. They
don't want people getting used to that.
Joe, this guy is not doing it right.
Yeah, take him off. He's like when you talk about that kind of shit, about an honest businessman or whatever.
Right,
dude, that's Chinese.
Well, actually, you're right. It is because we buy most of our stuff from China right now. You're exactly fucking right.
Right, in more ways than one.
And it's amazing because, to me, as I grew up, they've always told me that China was our enemy. China was this. They had no human rights over there. They had no. I mean, look at the Red Square when that guy stood up against the tanks, and we were all cheering this man on and everything. And then right after that, we're fucking making deals to buy all their fucking goods to make them a bigger power of a bigger power. I don't understand this.
Let's help you out there, Red China. That's always been our Cold War enemy.
When I was little, I used to get little transistor radios every year. The one microphone. In
one ear,
a little bitty thing. They were made in Japan.
Right.
And as children, you know what we called them? Japanese transistor radios.
Yeah,
that's what we called them. And you know what? We would buy them, and they were so cheap. We would buy them and listen to them, and we would just like to tear them apart to see how they made them.
You know what's so funny about that?
Like a joke.
When I grew up,
I had one of those.
When I grew up, when it was something mentioned, if you had anything that was made in Japan, it was cheap crap.
It was cheap.
We always made fun of
the radio.
Yeah, everything Japanese was like junk. We made fun of it.
Yeah, it was junk. Yeah, bottom line. The only thing that good came out of that was your good China. Other than that, everything else was crap.
Yeah, it was crap.
Yeah.
Now you have, now they're making better shit.
United States people, they're the only ones pretty much making it. The United States doesn't make a lot of its own stuff any longer.
Well, some good news is that the Master Lock, they came back. Master Lock is back in America. And I hopefully, the government's going to give a lot a lot of incentives
to keep them
and to keep them doing a lot of
Tesla.
penalties.
Tesla's a great new company in American
Tesla, another great one. I'll tell you, when I hear, coming from the automobile business, when I hear Americans just thrashing Americans' product, I just look at these people, and you know what really it makes me really angry, because I like buying American products when I can, and I see people who talk this great game about America, but you look in their garage and you look across, these are my neighbors. They're all driving products that were made made somewhere else, and we have great things. We just
everything is now made somewhere else, though. Kind of like Jerkman was saying, it doesn't matter.
I one time had bought a car. I think it was, I can't remember, Chevy, Ford, whatever it was. But it was one of the Fiesta. I think it was a Ford, and I wanted to take it in because something happened with it, and most of the parts were fucking made in Vietnam.
Vietnam, Mexico.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. I was like, I'm buying a Ford, an American car. I want it to be American fucking made, not assembled in America.
If you can get it assembled here, man, that's half the battle. Yep. Where I draw that distinction at right now between American products and other products. If it's an American-made corporation, company, I'm not gonna beat them up because they get a screw from here.
No.
However, if it's an American-made corporation, then here's what I know: the people that work for that corporation live up to certain standards. Certain standards, and they're not making $1 an hour.
And I understand you're going to get some parts or things here and there, but I'm talking about when important on the majority of the car from another country, and then just assembling it here. Then I'm kind of like, well,
that's it. That's all the engine was made in Germany. The fuel lines were made in Pakistan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hyundais are made in Hoover, Alabama. They're assembled in Hoover, Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Hyundai is a Korean car. It's a Korean company.
Dude. Yeah.
Period.
Bottom line.
So we may have assembly plants here, but all the parts, everything is built.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's all made in another country and just assembled here.
Hey, we're gonna assemble it when we get right back.
Did you guys hear today about the girl, the lady, the NAACP lady.
We'll talk about her when we
talk
come
about
back.
that when we come back.
There we go.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghosts.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to
hollering
the
at a
guts,
broad,
blind
you
to
be
the
getting
facts.
digits. Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good all true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM radio show with the man behind the mic just loves to be touched by inanimate objects, Maxwell Silverhammer.
Yeah. Oh, you know this, man. Fuck. All right. So, yeah, we were talking on break, and you were saying, Clarence, there's the thing with the woman with the NAACP who was actually white?
Yeah. So,
well, you know, I got a quick funny just for you guys. When I was in college, I actually had a friend, and he was a black dude, and he said, hey, man, you want to join the Black Student Association?
The Black Student Association.
And I said, yeah, sure, I'll join. So I actually was a member of, and I have well, actually, no, I think the glass broke when I moved, but I had a glass that said Black Student Association, University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And, dude, I was a member in the group.
Not honorary. They let you in.
They let me in.
Yeah, baby.
I was one of the members. As a matter of fact, I was probably one of the more active. There was myself, a dude named Carl. You know who else was in that group?
Who?
May Ali. Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's where I met her actually, because we would always talk.
That's awesome.
We'd kind of go back and forth, you know.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So yeah, so I was a part of that. But I guess now you say that there's a lot of bullshit because people found out she was white and they're pissed off. Right?
Yeah. See, you know, unlike you. They asked you to join, you joined, and they knew who you were. But apparently this lady, you know, made herself look black, and she joined the NAACP, and apparently in Washington State.
But how do you make yourself look black?
Well, she got that Jerry curl look, and, you know, there's all sorts of things.
She had a real light-colored look, but light-skinned.
Like high yellow, baby?
We call her high yellow.
Yeah.
She was a high yellow, but she was kind of brown. But you know what? She kind of had her features, you know, looked, you know, more African American kind of, not really over the top, but I gotta tell you, when you looked at it, I still think the lady's black, and when I saw her children bought some pictures when she was small, she is a white person. But you know, I got to be honest with you, and I thought about this, and people are getting in an uproar. And I had a friend of mine, you know, he talks about it. He texted me the other night about this back and forth, and you know, and I couldn't get that hard on for her for this because you know, here's what I figure. I mean, I think right now, man, black people need help, and if this lady wants to act like she's black and help us, well, fuck, we could use it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And can I tell you something? From what I've been seeing on television, the media is the only one that's piling on this lady.
Yeah.
The only one. I don't even think the people in this chat, they like the job she was kind of doing. Now, she did lie. I mean, come on, Max. And that's probably not a good. But here's my thinking. I really believe, and this may be me, stupid me, that she really wanted to help, and maybe she thought that this was the only way that she could actually really genuinely help.
Well, if that's what you're passionate about, you know, I mean, if
the thing was she helping?
Yeah, and apparently she was.
Was she doing what she needed to do?
I tell you, when the story first broke, I didn't hear anybody in that organization going, "She's out of here." I didn't hear it one time.
I mean,
I didn't hear. She resigned.
So she resigned probably because somebody was fucking with her so much.
The media, yeah, they were all over.
And it might have been some white organizations. You don't know. Like
yeah,
maybe
you never know.
Maybe she had the Klan coming down. You're a race traitor.
It was a mother and a father. The mother and a father, because they were estranged. They had left. They hadn't seen each other for 4 or 5 years in the story. So the parents saw what she was doing, and I guess that they didn't like it. And I think they exposed it. The brother, he was on the news. One of the relatives was on the news talking about it. She said she would make a statement. I don't know, man. I'm just having a real tough time being angry at this lady. I really, really am.
Well, there's no reason to be mad at her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if her intentions were good, you know, fuck what she was, you know. See, people put too much, that's you goddamn sighties again. I'm gonna pick on you, sighties.
Why is it a sighties?
Because that's a sighty
mixed in. No, it's not just a sighty thing.
Yes, it is.
This is probably would be a good example.
People judge by skin color, man. And why? Because they can see. That's why. You know, that's motherfuckers. You know,
because they can.
That's why they can see you, man.
You are so fucking prejudiced, you motherfucker.
It's real though, man. What causes prejudice? The visuals, or what you see in a
people
person?
like you.
I don't know. I just feel, Max. I don't know. I just kind of feel like, you know, the lady was offering help, you know, and I said this, and I've said it to a friend of mine. I really believe that if she would have came forth and said, "Hey, I want to join this organization and I want to be able to do this. Here's what I see." I really believe that they would have let her join, because I don't think the NAACP is a all-black organization. But however, I really believe that her input probably would have been limited, probably by them. You know,
sure.
I don't think she would have gone on to do some of the things that they said she had did to this chapter in Washington State.
You know what's funny? So here we go. We got a white woman who wants to be a part of the NAACP and help out and do something good.
Right.
She gets torn apart.
Right.
Now, we have a black man who is our president that everybody just dick lurps. They just love the fuck out of this guy. And yet he's part of the fucking Illuminati here. And they just love this motherfucker, man.
You know, here's what I can tell you. Politics in America, you know, that's strange bedfellows. I mean, it really, really is. You know, I like something about every president that we've ever had. I've hated something about every president we've ever had, to include the president that is sitting right now. There's just some things that, you know, I like about him, but there's some things that I just don't like about this president. I don't know. I think his ability to negotiate
It's not just him.
sucks.
Believe me.
It's not him, but I think he's a suck-ass negotiator. I don't like him at that at all.
Here's the thing, though, man. He led us to believe, you know, oh, man, well, here's somebody who's going to break that mold and not do the same, you know, presidential bullshit that they all carry on.
But he lied.
I believed it too.
But he lied.
And he lied.
Yeah.
That was the only time I did vote, man.
But you know what, though? You know why he lied, Maxwell? Because I'm going to tell you why. No matter what your intentions are, Maxwell, you're a great man. If you ran for president and you became the president of the United States tomorrow, I've got bad news for you. You're probably not going to be able to live up to half of the shit that you promised to get there, brother.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when you get there,
you're a puppet, man.
There's a lot of people and a lot of corporations, and there's a lot of money that's going to be hanging in the balance, and you're not going to be able to beat them, brother.
You know, like I say, man, politics rhymes with swallow dicks. I'm not about to do either.
Yep. But anyway, I just thought, you know, that was an interesting topic, and you know, I'm not against it at all. I really thought it was.
I think it's kind of cool, but you know, everybody makes. But and you're right. The media is the one that keeps this fucking race shit because they don't want us to work together. They don't want us to unite and help each other out. they want to create the divide. They want us to be sure that, hey, there's Nigers, and there's Peckerwoods,
right?
You know,
There's Picks,
yeah, Picks and
there goes
Kikes and Chinks and because they love that shit, man.
We talked about it a little bit on your last show. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with loving who you are and being what you are and hanging out with the peeps and everything.
Hell
but here's
yeah.
what I can tell you, man. I just, I love going into meeting places, but when it comes at the end of the day, do I want to go into my own little cubby hole with my people? Yeah, I do, because then I'm not gonna make no apologies for that.
Hey, well, you know what? You should.
I'm not gonna make no apologies.
It's like when you say somebody's pro-black, that must mean they're racist. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't making
or pro-white. If I said I'm pro-white, oh fuck, I'd be a racist.
I'm glad you are,
because
you're white.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
Well, and like I said, it just depends on that's your preference. Is you prefer to live around black people and be around. That's your business.
It's your business.
Yeah,
that's your
I'm not
business.
knocking anybody for what they prefer to do.
No, I hear you. You know what?
Shit. I like to jack off every night. I mean,
Stop.
That's
wow, he has to go to that.
Hey, I'm
I'm gonna get the selfie stick and poke that son of a bitch
real
now.
Professional talk show here, you jerk. get the big stick out.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna poke him.
Everybody's poking me. No, I guess I always throw a crude analogy in because that's just kind of what it is, man. Everybody's got their own personal preference of what they like to do, and people shouldn't knock them. So that's the thing.
I tell you, man, I just can't wait, till that block report comes on. It's going to be kind of ugly up in here.
3 more days, man. 3 more days. 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
on alltalkradio.net. And
Can't
again,
wait for this. This is going to be a good one.
Again, I'm just going to come in. You don't have to put me on. I'm just going to stand here and listen, or sit here and listen, whatever the hell, if there's enough room. And because I know, man, no offense, but I know black people like to bring everybody in, so
we travel
it
in
might
packs.
be packed.
We travel in packs. Come on now, we travel in packs.
Yeah,
from the back, and we travel in packs.
That's it. So I'm like, oh shit, this place is gonna be packed, dude. I'm gonna be, leaning against the wall. But hey, I just want to listen. That's all I want to do.
No,
I want to check it out because I will not be at a computer. Obviously, I'll be here, so I want to listen.
All right. Cool.
Unless Hamster turns it on her computer. Well, first we're talking about Hamster and her computer. Yeah, it probably won't work.
Well, I got
it's like G Motors in a computer. Same thing.
I got my friend Dimitri Adrian's going to help me out. George is going to help me out because George has got a wealth of knowledge about shit. Sitting behind these controls, he knows a lot of shit about a lot of things, and he's really fucking jaded on top of that.
Yeah. He's the demon, no, it's not going to work out. It's all going to be shit.
The husband comes home.
Fuck it all. You're destined to be a lonely motherfucker.
And I got a female coming, middle-aged black female. She goes by the name of Linda. She's going to be here, and she has a unique take on it. She's always been deep into black issues, and I just want to warn you now, she's real uppity, so it's going to be real stuffy up in here.
So does that mean you guys might lock horns?
Yeah, we probably won't go that far, but I can tell you this. I tell people all the time, relationships could be lost on this talk show. I didn't know you think like that, you sorry son of a bitch.
Well, see, the funny thing is, the cool thing is you guys are not scared to say what you're feeling. Because there's been times, man, where, if I've had a certain person on, I'm like, well, maybe I better not go there because I don't want to piss anybody off. And really, man, you can't. This is just what you do. And so you guys are just letting it all go, which is great. And the fact you told me she was uppity, I'm just thinking like, well, you're not uppity, so I can see you guys locking horns here.
It won't be that way. I say that when I use the term uppity, I mean it in a real good way. Is that she's pretty well informed about things issues.
So arguing, she will. If somebody comes with some argument shit, she's quick to shoot it down.
Oh yeah, she was the very first O.J. Simpson hater in the country. She was the first one.
Interesting.
Yeah, she was the first one.
But I like somebody who can see a different, because you know what? So many people are such sheeple. Right away, OJ's great, man. He wasn't guilty. He was this, and it's racism. And so it's good to see another side of it, of somebody actually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, she turned me around on it. Maybe at first I thought I was an O.J. lover. To this day, I'm just like her. I don't like the guy. I'm glad he came. I'm glad he claimed in Nevada and fucked up. I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, he came here to fuck up again. Well, and obviously, you see that was a class situation. If that had been a poor black dude killing a white woman, they'd have fried his ass. So now here it is, a rich black man who's got some money, who's kicking it with the Illuminati. Hey, he's off.
I don't know. We were on a break, and we were talking about rich, poor, have and have not. And you know what? These distinctions are made, and I gotta tell you, it always comes down to that.
Yeah.
I mean, here, you're absolutely right. He had one good thing going for himself: money.
Money. Oh yeah.
Clout, influence.
Oh yeah.
Illuminati.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if he didn't have that shit, you a black dude kills a white woman,
two white folk,
two white people. Yeah, yeah. How can
you crazy?
How can a black man kill two white people and get away with it?
Have lots of cash. Have lots of cash.
Something's wrong, man. You know that just doesn't happen here in America.
I saw the replay on that. They did the anniversary replay on it on CNN, and I watched it. And you know what? I'll really be honest with you. After all those years, I felt so dumb watching that because I started to think back how I was feeling when that trial was going on and how stupid I was and what I felt now that I look at it. I mean,
but we all grow up,
so
man.
Fucking guilty, and I'm like, that really was a side of me going like, well, maybe he didn't do it. And I looked at it like how stupid I could have been.
Oh, but you know, we all go through our dumb stages. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some shit too that I was, defending it.
We all look back at things and think, wow, how the hell could I think that at that fucking time?
Yeah, because, shit, I was in college, so you know what the fuck I was thinking. It's racism, dude.
In the reverse type of style, man. I don't know, man. Here's what I think a lot of times, too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, black people, especially people in that jury, they just see black people get so fucked over in that judicial system, and you know that we do. We get so fucked in that system.
So
you know what?
Let's score a point now.
And here's a fucking opportunity, to have one victory, and I think they just took it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. For me, that just wasn't the venue.
Wasn't the person
that wasn't
doing
the venue.
it with.
Yeah, that wasn't the venue.
I can
when
see
two people lose their lives. That's not the venue.
It should be something more like stolen vehicle or some shit, or
burn down a building.
Burn down a building.
Nobody get hurt. That
Right.
type of thing. But two lives. That's just not the venue to do that.
Hell
know
no.
what I mean? So
absolutely not.
Nope.
But with that being said, the world is going to a hell in a handbasket. I think the futures look. George just proved that there may not be no fucking future.
Yeah.
You better not use that word very lightly.
Captain Pessimism over there, man.
Yeah, well, it's there. I mean, you just can't always look at the positive. I mean, we'd like to, but once you tell yourself everything's positive, you just robbed yourself of true living because you, like I said, like Clarence said, you're going to fall on your face and you're not going to like the ending result.
Yeah.
You keep yourself at that happy knowing that, the yin and the yang always will exist, and you have to balance them in order to live.
I'm telling you now, man, I've gotten to that point where even when things are good, I'm nervous because I'm like, okay, what's going to fuck up now?
Well, I think that's a lot for a lot of people, though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because you know what? And I've talked about this lots of times. When I was in my 20s, even in my teens,
shit, you were
you expected more better days than you did bad. Now it seems to be anytime something good happens, there's a whole shitload of bad coming your way.
Right. You're
a lot has changed. I mean, a lot has really fucking changed.
The victories are big today, aren't they?
Yeah.
When you get these victories, they're big today.
Yeah.
They really, really are big. Going back to what you were saying, Max, and people don't want to talk, and sometimes you've been in rooms and situations where you thought of things that you wanted to say, but you didn't want to say them because you didn't know how the people would react. Well, I just want to let you know this. On the Block Report, there is no such thing. We don't censor anything, and anything that you have to say. I mean, don't filter it. I mean, don't. And here's what I can tell you. I truly believe this: the man in the room that has the most total opposite view from me has a right to give it.
Sure,
has a
Absolutely.
right to give it.
Absolutely.
So don't feel that way here.
Oh no, I never would. But you got to remember, I'll be the only white dude on a show of black people.
Well,
they'll be like, oh.
You know what? It's something about black people. We love we just beat up on each other. We take care of you guys in the room. We get you guys out of the room, then we kill each other. You all right? You're gonna be okay.
He's like,
you'll be only one fine.
You know, I'm just fucking with you. I was trying to make a joke.
No, I know you were. That's why I'm joking.
That's why he's joking back.
So with all that shit, with all that being said, guys, I think it's a cause for celebration.
What you got?
You know why?
What you got?
Because I made it.
You did.
I did. I made it.
You made it to the end.
I did. I did it.
Now, will you get
what I wanted?
All this was about.
I don't know. Well, I guess only time will tell, right?
Only time will tell on this one.
Man. On that note, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is Clarence.
I'm GJ, that little devil inside Jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
The shit that goes.